Hello everybody, and welcome to my Marketplace 1 assignment. Today I'm going to be talking about and teaching you how to use Skype. Skype was first released in 2003 by the publishers of Prit Kasasalu and John Talon. This is a web browser platform and could also be used on mobile apps, such as Android and iPhone. The purpose of this tool is to connect to people around the world or in your country. It can be used for video calls, text messaging, group chats, whatever you may need, it can possibly do. There is no appropriate age group here. It is as long as you are able to use the computer, and if you are under the age of 18, you get parental guidance or parental permission to use this app of Skype. Skype is a free tool, but it can cost you a subscription for calls that are made for around the world. So if you're trying to call someone on their cell phone, you have to pay a monthly price. As it says here, with 60 minutes left, you will have to pay 1 month of Office 365, but we're not going to get too much into that. Today we are going to be talking about the free option of Skype over here. Now, what I like about Skype first and foremost is that as soon as you head to the main web page of Skype, it gives you so much information. From the very beginning, you are able to set up a video call, or you can download the app yourself. I have downloaded the app in the bottom right here. I do have it open because I do want to show you some things closer to the end. Now, to tell you more about Skype and how to use it properly, we are going to scroll to the very bottom here, and it is used on all these web browsers: Google Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer. It's used on all these. And when you scroll back up, it gives you all this information on if you do want to go into billing payments. There's a whole section for it. If you want to forward a call or voicemail, there's a whole section for that too. There's so much information on Skype that they teach you and you learn everything yourself. But let's get into the free features. We're going to click Explore. And right off the bat, again, more information. You really cannot get lost while using this app. And every time you click on each one of these tabs, it will change and show you a video recording of how to use each app. So if we use smart messaging, you can personally click someone, it will at them for you. You can use special emojis. If you go to screen sharing, you can screen share on your app if you're using mobile or if you're using your PC. If you go to call recording over here, you can record your calls and have live subtitles on as well. If you go down here, call phones, this is if you have a subscription or money to call, so it's not that important as of right now. And you can also have private conversations. This is important if you're in a group chat and you just want to talk privately to one person at a time. If we keep scrolling down here, these are all the devices that you can use for Skype. You can use your phone, your desktop, tablet, your web browser, which I'm showing you right now, Alexa, or Xbox. If you keep scrolling down, a whole bunch more information telling you that you can have meetings online with just one click. You can hold interviews on Skype. and you can connect from anywhere in the world as long as you have Wi-Fi connection. Now, this section here is for the subscription-based fees, where if you are trying to reach someone who is not on Skype, you will have to pay a certain amount to make that call. So I do not recommend that as of right now, unless it is necessary. But right now, I'm actually going to show you how to host your own meeting. So it is very simple. If you look at the top right, it says host a meeting right over here next to the Skype and your profile. You just click host a meeting, and it's very simple. No signups, no downloads, call up to 24 hours each. If you do have the app, which I'm going to show you later, you can do the exact same thing. But right now, I'm just going to put Marcus and create a video call. It's going to load, and it's going to give you a URL. This URL you can copy, and you can share it to anyone you want to send it to, whether it be your classmates, a teacher. If you're trying to have a group chat, you can send it to anyone you like. Now, if we go to start call, it's going to bring you to your own meeting, which will show the link over here. Again, if you want to add anyone to the meeting, you close. And once everyone starts to join, you can also invite people during the meeting. On the bottom right here, you have a chat. Simple enough. If for some reason microphones aren't working, they can go directly into the chat and type there. You are able to screen share whatever you are using. So if you're showing a PowerPoint and you want to show everyone in the call, you just click share screen and it will pop up on your screen. Well, if I click it now, it will just repeat of what I'm showing you right now. Raise hand is an option if you don't want to interrupt. You just click raise hand and you will be highlighted. So if someone is talking, they can point you out next to continue the conversation instead of you having to interrupt. And then you click again to lower your hand. You have a reacts button here for emojis. A cool little thing. If you don't want to interrupt, it is there. But that's it for the web browser. I'm going to show you the app real quick. It is the exact same thing as the web browser. It is just your own personal tool if you want to use it for mobile. It does have the exact same things as your web browser. So I do recommend, if you don't have a desktop, use your mobile phone. For the tool itself, it is very good if you are a teacher, for example, and you want to connect to students all over the world. I do recommend it if you want to have big groups of people. I don't recommend it for making phone calls. Even though you can, it is not recommended because you do have to pay a price. The plus and minus to this app is, if you want it to be quick, Skype is really simple. It's not complicated to send emails to your classmates or your friends if you want to have group chats. I don't see any downsides to this. Otherwise, if anyone else doesn't have the Skype app, that might be a problem on their side. Me personally, I do recommend the tool if you are trying to make connections with certain people as well, especially if you're working on a group project, because it does have the system down here on the bottom right where you can raise your hand and not interrupt and not be inappropriate. and you are able to share screen so easily. The app is a very simple tool to use, and I do recommend it. But overall, I really hope you guys learned something from this little video. If there are any questions, please put down in the comments. I will gladly respond to each and every one of you. Thank you, and I will see all of you very shortly.